Hi, I'm Neil Enoch, and welcome to Train Talk TV, the podcast about all things railroad. This week, we follow Alberta Prairie Railway Excursions as they run the 6060 steam engine for a Railfan trip. In past events, we've got stuff from Canada, the USA, and England, and our iPhone app is getting an update. The Alberta Prairie Rail Excursions teamed up with the Rocky Mountain Rail Society group to run Rocky Mountain 6060 CN Mountain Class steam engine for a Railfan special. They put on a great show, everybody had a great time being there, and we had a great time filming. Have a look.
Before today's trip can get started though, like any steam engine, 6060 has to be checked out and greased up. And who better to do it than our engineer for the day, Harry Holm, the man most responsible for 6060's restoration. While the engine's prepped under the watchful eye of some Railfan passengers, platform staff's getting ready to load some important guests.
We are the Edmonton Star Trek Club, and we like to dress up for different events in period costume. So when we go to a Star Trek convention, we wear Star Trek clothes. When we go to a steam train, we wear quasi-Victorian clothes. If it's the same as last year, we'll get lots of people taking pictures of us, even though we don't work here, and we make that very clear.
There you go. Take a run at it. Yeah. Come on, right here.
Once the conductors got everyone loaded, the train heads south for Big Valley. Alberta Prairie's number 41 engine won't be being used today, and 6060 will be backing down the main line, which can look a little ungainly, but you can see she gets the job done. Trouble breaks out just before Big Valley. A gang of masked bandits assaults the train and relieves the passengers of some of their valuables. Fortunately, it seems a lawman on board got some help from the passengers in subduing the bandits. Some of the loot is still taken away to be redistributed amongst local charities. And then it's down to Water Valley, where 6060 backs in and past the station. There's lots of Railfan stuff set up to do for this trip, especially in Big Valley. Ernie Biskowski is showing off his 6060 live steam model under construction. There's speeder rides for those who've never taken them before. There's static exhibits, and there's a tour, if you like, of the old Big Valley Roundhouse, or what's left of it. But the Railfan event that no one will want to miss, once everything's cleared away, is 6060's Runby. Now, before I show you what we actually got, I want you to see what we had to shoot through to get it, and you're going to hear a lot of noise on the film. So, if you're standing beside someone who's shooting video, shh, here's why.
Quiet on the set.
Lunch has been had, the afternoon has begun, people have gotten back on board, and the train is headed back for Stettler. And after a few more photo ops, 6060 arrives back in Stettler. The day is done. Nothing to do but disembark the passengers, say thank you to our hosts, and head for home. Well, we posted over 800 news items last month, ranging from things like this PC in a train case mod, through a UK club, the Peterborough Society of Model Engineers, losing their home at Thorpe Hall, hopefully finding a new one. California's Pacific Harbor Short Line tries to take its whole fleet green by the end of next year, and a pub in Nanaimo, British Columbia, no longer served by Via, well, at the moment, is putting a pub in. They'll be serving something else until the train arrives. In Pakistan, shades of unstoppable as a train locomotive goes without a driver down the main line for about 26 miles. And India's new railway minister loses the shooting of James Bond 23 to Africa under protests that shooting a stunt with people riding on a rooftop of a train in India is illegal. I guess nobody told him it was a movie.
And a couple of groups have sent in photos of their recently past events. The Guildford Model Engineering Society held their Steam Rally and Exhibition July 9th and 10th. The Port Moody Station Museum had a special celebration for the 125th anniversary of the first CPR train to reach their town.
We don't usually run commercials as articles, but this one from Roaring Camp is a pretty good video.
The magic of trains is, the further you go, the closer you get. And there isn't a train around that brings people closer than Thomas the Tank Engine. So make tracks to Roaring Camp Railroads for a day out with Thomas.
And here's a few shots from the Northern Virginia Model Railroaders open house held mid-July. Well, that's it for past events. Here's a few of the hundreds of upcoming events from our Railway Weekender. Lots of railways will be running Halloween-related events, and the Kamloops Heritage Railway in British Columbia is no exception. Their Ghost Train runs weekends from now till the end of October, and it looks like a scarishly good time. And the Eccelsbourne Valley Railway Association will hold its annual Wirksworth Model Railway Expedition on the 15th and 16th of October this month. These shots are from last year's show. And that same weekend, the Grand Strand Model Railroaders Train Show and Sale goes in South Carolina. Now, if you've been on a layout tour before, you may want to have a look at this one. The Piedmont division of the National Model Railroad Association is celebrating October and November with a public tour of model railroads in the Atlanta area. These guys are organized, their website is fantastic, and they make you want to visit each and every one of these railroads. Check it out. The links are in the show notes.
As always, for more details, check out the Railway Weekender or the events page on our website, or subscribe to the Railway Weekender and we'll send it to you in your inbox. This episode is sponsored by Cribscapes collectible cribbage boards. These unique 3D wooden cribbage boards make excellent gifts for the train buff or aficionado in your life. You can personalize them with whatever road or railway you'd like on them, on the board, on the box, whatever you like. The newest version has a lighthouse, and you can even get a lit lighthouse option. That's www.cribscapes.com. Okay, a couple more things. We've got a smartphone app update coming out, both iPhone and Android. It's going to improve the news feed to your phone and double the number of events. You'll get 2 weeks of upcoming events in our Railway Weekender, help you plan your weekends better. And we had an idea for a t-shirt. You've seen the front, this is the back. A whole bunch of railroads in black and white. You pick yours, get out your highlighter, and make your railroad stand out. Now, if you like this idea, we'd like to hear about it before we have them made. This is just a prototype. I need to know 2 things. Do you like the idea? And is your railroad on here? If not, let me know. info@traintalk.tv. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for helping us break 50,000 viewers in July. We really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.